Thanks for coming. I'll make this brief. First, let me thank Muscat Jewelers and Dan Muscat for financing this sign, and Landy Blaricos, owner of Legends Tavern, for coming on as a sponsor to help us bring new money and new people into St. Thomas this year. The economic potential this festival has to truly remake St. Thomas into a fun go-to location for movie fans, both nationally and internationally, cannot be understated. It really is because of the vision of people like Dan and Andy and all our sponsors and volunteers that it's going to happen, and from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the people of St. Thomas, I thank you very, very much. In 1887, the worst train accident in St. Thomas's history, coined the Reign of Fire by local author John Passfield, took place just a few yards away from this very spot. When my statement is finished, Pete Sheridan of the Elgin County Historical Society will explain more about the accident and answer any questions you may have regarding it. What I'm here to talk about is the part that isn't described in local history, at least not yet. For along with the history, this marker also describes a piece of the Tom Zombie legend. Legend has it that at the time of the accident and the very first meeting of the Order of Ten, an organization now commonly called the Tom Zombie Historical Society, was taking place right here in the basement of a warehouse where Legends Tavern now stands. None of those men made it out of that building alive that day, and the question has always been, was it coincidence or was it by design? Over the next few weeks, we will reveal a story that defies belief, but according to the Tom Zombie Historical Society researchers, actually occurred. It will bring the legend of Tom Zombie right into the heart of London itself, where at the very same time as the Reign of Fire train accident occurred here, a steam locomotive maintenance building on the London Port Stanley line called the London Roundhouse was being built. Thanks to our traction and a thriving London-based web development company set to move into the newly renovated Roundhouse this summer, we have gained access to records which have revealed much of what happened there back in 1887. The story includes a connection to the horrific ferry accident of 1881 that killed over 182 people on the Thames River just outside of Springbank Park. A connection to Benjamin Fish Austin, principal of Alma College, and Richard Maurice Buck, superintendent of the London Insane Asylum, both active in their roles that very year. And of course, the London Roundhouse itself, where legend has it, a very serious supernatural event occurred, which very nearly led to disaster for both London and St. Thomas. This is a tragic love story, a tale of self-discovery, and of how a curse that is now over 200 years old could lead up to one of the worst supernatural horrors ever described. This is the story we will tell everyone this year in the lead up to the 2014 St. Thomas Tom Zombie Festival, and I urge everyone to keep checking www.tzf.ca and our Facebook page to learn more. Thank you for your ears today. Pete, if you'd like to say a couple words.
Well, as Brian said, very near here, near the corner of Center and Moore Street, the worst accident in St. Thomas's history occurred. On Sunday, July 15, 1887. A northbound LNPS train collided with a westbound MCR train in a section containing oil cars. The picnickers returning from Port Stanley were launched into the ensuing fire and explosion. The people of St. Thomas quickly gathered to help, and a subsequent explosion injured many. The immediate death toll was 19, but further people died over the coming months. Hundreds were injured, and this spot, which had Griffin's coal and lime warehouse, and the other side of Moore Street, which had John Campbell's residence, both buildings were completely destroyed. It was only by a miracle that further blocks weren't consumed by the fire. The only official recognition of this event is at the St. Thomas Fire Department, where a plaque to firefighter Herman Ponsford still stands. Herman was engulfed in the rain of fire, as the accident is sometimes called, and carried away and died the next morning. For any further information on this and other events in St. Thomas history, St. Thomas and Elgin's history, check out elginhistoricalsociety.ca. If you have any questions about it, well, happy to ask it. I have some papers if you want to read more about it.
Andy, would you mind saying a couple words as well?
Hi, I'm Andy, Larico's owner of Legends Tavern here in St. Thomas, and I'm just proud to be a sponsor of the Tom Zombie Festival. I think it's a great story and just happy to be part of it. It's a lot of fun and enjoying working with the society and moving forward. Thank you.
Very cool. Appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Nice being here. I'll give you one of these.